Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is JM and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today I'm playing with mostly all new makeup. I really wanted to test out some new things that I've gotten recently and in a twist, try out some things that are so flipping old, I don't remember how good or not good they are, so it's like they're brand new to me. So if you want to see all the craziness that I used and what I think, stick around, we're going to get into it. I do get a bit yammery in this video, so hopefully everything makes some sense. If you like this video at any point, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you. All right, let's get into it. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. Here we go. So, all new bits today, or mostly. So I have a couple of products that aren't new, but they're so old, and I forgot about them that they feel new. And the first one is this Benefit Brow Styler. I got this, had to have been a BoxyCharm forever ago. This is what the pencil itself looks like. It's big and like an oval and weird. But it makes whacking on a brow so fast and easy. I really like it. And to prime my eyes, I went in with the matte paint pot in Painterly because I am completely out of the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. As you can see, this is pretty old. I don't remember, I mean, it obviously appears to have dried up some. I know the eyeshadow that I wore when I wore this wore really well. How many times can I say wore in one sentence? But I have a new clean canvas coming my way, so this is just filling in for now. I probably will have to consider decluttering it because that looks pretty dried out, and it does tug on my eyes quite a bit, which obviously I don't love. But we're just using it because I'm in a pinch. So new for my eyes is the BH Cosmetics Unleashed palette. And this is in the shade color story. This is me. And that's what it looks like. I mentioned before I picked this up when I ordered the mini travel palettes. I wanted to see what the formula was going to be like. So those look and feel really nice. Boy, howdy. I'll insert a little clip of them on the back of my hand. I'm terrible at squatching? I might be good at squatching. I don't know what it is. I'm terrible at swatching. But these felt amazing. Obviously, not going to get a whole lot of different looks, but I don't know. These metallics might be worth it. We'll go with this BH Cosmetics brush. It's just called Blend. And this was from the Say collection. I really enjoy BH brushes. So let's go into Passion right there and use that as like, oh goodness gracious. Okay, that was very soft, or I went in like a maniac. Okay, that's all over my face. That was my bad. I just went in like it was going to be super hard pressed. I don't know why. I just swatched the shadows. You would think I could be smarter than that, but that would make things way too easy. There we go. I mean, super basic, but it blended really easy. And like I said, this mess, that was my bad. I think I do want to go in for just a little bit more and take it up a little higher, because I do want to use that darker shade, Risque. Okay, I mean, that's great. I have zero complaints. It blended beautifully, nice and smooth. I like it a lot. So now let's use Risque for the outer corner and to define the crease a tiny. Going to go in just a little more gently. I don't love that straight out of the gate. Let's see if I can build it up. In the pan, it looks a lot darker. but on my eye, it's like the same depth. So I think I'm gonna go back in with Passion and put that on top. All right, I'm just gonna give this a quick once over to make sure it's nice and blended, and then we will pop into the metallic shades. So we have Seduced on my middle finger and Charmed on my ring finger. Either one of these would look gorgeous with this eye look. So I think I'm gonna go with the purpley shade. And I really do wanna try that on a dry, flat shader brush before I try it wet, so. Well, I should have expected that, right? Okay, now let's just do the wet brush like I do. There we go. That is what it looked like with the finger swatch. You know what? I'm gonna try with my finger. Cause that's just, okay. That was worth it. It's disgusting. I think I'm gonna grab this little smoke brush in that same shade just so we can blend it a bit. Obviously, I'm not gonna get a blend with my finger or a wet brush. Looking pretty insane. So how's about I go off camera, clean up the mess, and then I'll come back and we can play some more. Okay, I cleaned up the mess, and while I was off camera, I threw on some mascara and I lined my lashes. So, nope, yeah, my waterline. Ages ago, when I was looking for a new brown eyeliner to replace my Milk Makeup eyeliner, I picked up the Patrick Ta, and this is in the shade, oh geez, Louise, Rich Brown. And I didn't love it. I thought it was okay, but I didn't love it, and I kept trying it, and this is a very expensive eyeliner, and I just put it on my eyes. I tried it the other day too, and it's bad. It's so bad. I went over it with the Sephora Ultimate Gel eyeliner in the shade Espresso Matte, and it's so much better. And I think I'm gonna declutter this. I wanted to like it. I know this was the one that Mel Thompson found to replace her favorite Milk eyeliner, which was the black. But I don't like it. I don't like the brown. I don't think it's that good. And quite frankly, I can't remember what I paid for this, but if you look, I don't know if you can see it, it's in there crickered. Like it leans to the side, which I think is, and it's wiggly. Like, this is an expensive eyeliner to be broken. So, yep, I'm going to put it in my little empties / garbage box I have down here. And I'm gonna stick with the Sephora one. I really like this one a lot, as well as the LA Girl Intense Auto Stain Liner. Those are my favorites. Okay, so eyes are cleaned up, still looking a little crazy, but I feel like once my base is done, I should look less crazy. All right, next up for new products. Dun, dun, dun. I used this once before. There's a theme happening here. I do have some new stuff, not just the eyeshadow. I've only used this once, and it is the Mizon Multifunction Formula Snail Repair Intensive BB Cream SPF 50 plus PA plus 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 plus. You can't use enough foundation, BB cream, CC cream, whatever, to actually be your sunscreen, so don't count this for sunscreen. If you're going to be near the sun, put your sunscreen on. So I thought I would try this today. I think the color is going to be okay. Let me give her a little shake. You know what I didn't do? I didn't grab anything to hold my hair back. So I'm going to use my ears. They are super sticky outy, so they should do the job pretty easily. All right, I'm just going to right, now that I am a giant mess, also could be a theme of this video. My life, all the things. It's a good time. All right, I'm just gonna blend this out with this little Unearthly Alien Cosmetics A3 brush. They're unearthly now. I bought these because they were on clearance and I like a good bargain. All right, this is a little bit, I did not think, okay. Mistakes may have been made. I may have gotten a bit too heavy with this. Let me not make things worse. I have a handy dandy little wipey right here. Oh God. While I'm doing this, do you want to hear me yammer about nonsense? I'll give it a whirl. And then if you don't want to, you can just fast forward or exit out or whatever blows your skirt up. So the whole stuff on my hand made me think. This morning I was getting out breakfast, which isn't breakfast at all. I don't really like to eat, and I have to take something, I have to eat something with protein before I can take my vitamins. Otherwise, they make me super sick to my stomach. So this morning I opted for 2 bites of cottage cheese, Takis meat stick, and some sour cream. Well, when we did our grocery order the last time, I got pre-cut pineapple bits because I like fruit and I can't really cut fruit up. Well, the pineapple leaked all over everything. So the sour cream container was so sticky. It was on my hand, it was on my leg, it was disgusting. So instead of throwing it back in the refrigerator and freaking out like you should do, I washed it off, cleaned myself up, and ate so I could take my vitamins. So yeah, that's how that went. The color's not quite right, obviously, but I think with bronzer, concealer, all the rest of the things, I can make this work. Another old product that I never reach for because I'm pretty sure this looked hideous is the Hourglass Cream Vanish Concealer. This is in a very, very, very light shade. So I'm hoping it'll work and help with this BB cream. We're just gonna get it on there. So this may be a declutter too. That's the nice thing about revisiting stuff. You can make a decision based on how you feel, you know, a few months later about a product to see if it's gonna work for you or not. That way you don't have to hastily make a decision in the moment because it could be PMS, it could be a full moon, it could be a rainy day. Have you seen Moana? So somehow the topic came up the other day with my niece and we were talking, I was blaming something on the weather, like you do. And she's like, do you remember that scene in Moana where the grandmother's like, whatever just happened, blame it on the pig? That's where I'm going from now on. Just blame it on the pig. Jackson had Monday and Tuesday off of school this week, so we got to hang out. I'm gonna be honest, Monday was not a great day. Maybe it was the weather, because it was definitely rainy. We were definitely stuck in the house, and that's a bummer, you know? He's 9. He acts like a 9-year-old. He has lots of energy. And being outside is just more fun. It's more fun for me too. So anyway, Monday, not great. Started surfing the Crimson Wave. I was all crampy. My hips and my back hurt. So not the best day. So I told Jackson, listen, Monday is supposed to be so much better. Tuesday is supposed to be so much better. We're able to go for a walk. It's going to be a good day. Let's just get through this day. He was like, all right. So my nephew has a YouTube channel where he does some pretty great stuff. I'll link it below in case you want to check it out, or your kids or grandkids want to check it out. It's super kid friendly because my nephew was awesome. But anyway, Jackson watched that for a little bit, and then we watch the Grand Tour. I know it's going to sound crazy, but it's such a good show. The guys are hilarious. They pull pranks on each other, which, I don't know, I don't find to be all that hilarious. But apparently if you possess man parts, it's funny. So yesterday morning, it was still like really cold and cloudy here. So Jackson and I couldn't go outside. I forgot to hit record. Oh my gosh. All I did was powder with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I haven't used this in forever, so I thought I would break it back out today. I was talking about Jackson. Sugar. I don't remember where I left off. So we played on this little like game on his iPad for probably an hour, and the whole time he's reading. He's reading, and it's so cool. And he doesn't know it because, you know, in his mind, reading is no fun and it's school. I get reading feeling like it's no bueno. But when you're reading stuff that you will love and you don't know it's reading, it's so cool. I mean, there was a time I would let him read and write swear words because I was just like, anything. I would do anything to encourage kids to read and write. I think it's the most important thing you can do. All right, so for my face, I got this Profusion X Mean Girls little palette in a mystery box. So I thought today might be a good day to play with it. So it looks like we have blush, bronzer, and highlight. Let's do this. I guess going with this bronze shade right here. No idea if it's going to work or not. So yeah, Jackson was reading, and then we walked down to Rite Aid because it got nice out. And then we didn't have a whole lot of time because we had to wait so long for the weather to get warmer. So on the way back, I was like, or on the way down, I asked him if he would watch Curious George, a Halloween Boo Fest. We call it Halloween George. He's been telling me, you know, maybe next time. But from the time he and all the babies were tiny, we watched Halloween Boo Fest, and then we watched Christmas George after that. A lot of people think Curious George is a snore fest. And I admit, some of the stuff makes me crazy. Like, why would you let a monkey do that? Like letting a 2-year-old do that. But that's not the point. The point is, he's supposed to be cute and fun. And so we did that yesterday, and it was so good. Oh my gosh. And it's so funny watching it now that he's 9 compared to, you know, when they were coming up as babies and toddlers, which, you know, they're really not anymore. Because in my world, these kids were babies until they were probably 7 or 8. Like, if you look at them, they're babies. Period. Okay, so in the mirror, this looks pretty nice. It's wicked light. So like, if you were any tanner than me, you could not pull this off. But if you're lighter than me, this would totally work. All right, let's go into the blush shade. This looks like it's going to be pretty sheeny. So that'll be fun. Oh, I'm really going in on that. Like, okay. The sun is trying to come through my blackout curtains. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, again, if you are my skin tone or lighter, this could work for you. I'm gonna take a quick time out while the sun does its thing. BRB. JK, I'm back. I just closed the curtain more. I haven't got that kind of patience. Okay, so for a buffing powder, I'm going to go with my Aqua Assurance Compact Foundation. This is in the shade Soft Tan. I used to love this. And weirdly, this was a Tati suggestion from years ago, which seems so strange now. Do you still watch Tati? It's interesting to me how YouTube has changed. I still love it. I like watching some of my faves that I've been following for a long time, but I also really like watching new, smaller channels. Let me know what you think. Okay, seriously. So when I watch YouTube, I get a pretty serious charge out of watching like regular people doing makeup. I mean, I also really enjoy watching makeup artists and just seeing the talent and all the stuff that I don't know that I would love to know. You know, it's just so interesting. But I really like watching what like regular people do their makeup and what they buy. Let's use this highlight shade. And some of the people that I follow, like the bigger channels, are kind of doing this like no buy, low buy, trying not to buy all the new, not get stressed out about buying all the new. And I mean, my videos don't get a lot of views. Don't get me wrong, my channel is super, super tiny. I get like maybe 15 views, 20 on a good day. But it seems like the larger, not like the super big YouTubers, they're never coming back, I don't think. But some of the maybe mid-range YouTubers are starting to operate like regular people. You know, and I'm including me in this because I don't get sent PR, I don't get paid to do this. Like, I just think it's fun. And if I can maybe help one person, that's even better. And I started my channel with the intent of just using what I have and buying new when I found something that struck my fancy. And I will say I have stuck to that. I don't buy anything I don't think I'm going to really, really like and want to keep using, because that is not smart. It's not realistic. It's not a way to live your life. And it's real bad for like everything. So don't do it. I like that highlight. So let me know what you like to watch in the comment section down below. Do you like seeing all the new, you know, the crazy stuff? And I mean, who doesn't love watching PR hauls and things like that? And I mean, boy howdy, that would be amazing to be getting PR. But it almost feels like the people I follow are kind of coming back to being regular people. And it's never going to be like exactly that. I'm going to take this smudger brush and go into that passion shade, which was the first one. Because so many channels get PR. Like, you only have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I say only, I have 300, to get monetized, and then, you know, can pretty much be guaranteed to start getting PR. I think especially people who are vocal about stuff. Like, I've considered doing like not a will I buy it, because there's a ton of them out there, but more of a who asked for this? Do we need it? What could we be using instead? Again, I don't want to make more content that nobody cares about, so I haven't done it, but I think about it all the time. And I would never do like an anti-haul or, you know, stuff like that, but like a more realistic, like, what could we be using instead of buying all the new stuff? And for the love of God, ColourPop. They need to take several seats and calm down. So let me know, is that something you would want to see? I don't know. I don't want to waste anybody's time. And like I said, I don't want to create content just to create content. I want it to contribute something. which I guess is like the big thing that I struggle with, because forever now, I mean, I took care of all the babies. If you didn't know that about me, that's what I spent the last 30 years doing. I took care of my mom's friends' kids, and then my kids, and my friends' kids, and my grandbabies, and my friends' baby. Like, it just, that's what I've done, which is why I tend to have kids on my channel a lot, because I really do think it's a big deal to feed their self-esteem and give them all the good that you possibly can. But that's what I did to contribute. I took care of these kids and I gave them every good thing I had and tried to teach them all the things that I feel like make people good, you know, but also give them a comfortable place to be. You know, like if they wanted to be in their jammies all day, they could be in their jammies all day, but we were still going to read books and dance and listen to music and all the things. So then the panini hit and I started feeling like I had nothing to contribute. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be somebody who just keeps on doing the same thing over and over and over and nobody really cares, you know? So let me know what you think. Some days I think I should just not do YouTube videos because it feels like I'm not contributing anything. And then some days it's like, if I didn't do this, I might go cray-cray, and not in a cute, fun way. Right, I'm gonna line my lips with my Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in the shade Love Me. I don't have a new lip liner, but I do have a new lipstick, and this is the Huda Beauty Demi Matte in Lady Boss. Thought this would go with the look pretty well. So I'm gonna do these two things real quick, and then I will come back and we can wrap this up and I can give you my final thoughts on the things that I'm going to keep, that I'm going to ditch, all the things. I'll be right back. Okay, I guess that's it. That's the look, done and dusted. This lipstick is darker than I thought it was going to be. It looks lighter to me in the tube. Also, it's a Demi Matte apparently, so it's not going to dry down, I don't think. And it kind of smells like if you sniffed the fuzzy bit of a peach. Like, it almost tastes fruity, but with that like kind of cloggy, hairy, fuzzy smell. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense or if that's just disgusting, but that's what I'm getting from this. But what do I know? My sniffer might be on the blink. All right, let's go through these products. I gotta say, I don't hate my under eyes. And when I first used this, I was like, what are people talking about? You can't be over 20 and use this concealer. But are my lips cooling? Is that happening? But I think I like the concealer. I was going to declutter this because I was like, oh, that was like, I remember it being really, really bad. I'm gonna hang on to it. I do think I will declutter the BB cream. The color's just wrong enough that it doesn't make any sense to hang on to it. This little palette, man, oh man. If I were a paler girl, I think I would like this. I may end up passing it on to one of the grandbabies or a niece or nephew, someone else, because I really like the highlighter. I don't like things that have multiple bits in one compartment. It's got bronzer, blush, and highlight. Where the heck do I put it? Do I put it in my bronzer drawer, concealer, or highlight drawer, blush drawer? Where do I put it? It belongs nowhere. I don't have an abyss drawer. I can't handle that. Yep, that's how crazy I am. So I'm perhaps going to declutter it to one of the babies because I think that they would enjoy it. I don't typically enjoy small eyeshadow palettes, but these shimmers look really good. I don't love that I had to use my finger, but if you don't care, I say grab one. They're pretty good. Very monochromatic. You're not going to get many different looks with it, but it's good quality. I'm not mad about it. I think everything else was pretty much, no, the brow product. I did want to say, I know this is super pricey, and when you're applying it, it goes on a little bit dry. So like swipe, 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 and then you're like, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, that looks good. Just like that. Like that's how it happens to me every time I use this crazy thing. Like swipe, 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 nothing, nothing. Okay, there we go. That's good. And like through the whole process, like my whole brow goes on looking, I mean, they're never perfect, but I like it. And I like how easy it is. And I like that it is literally swipe, swipe, swipe. Okay, that looks good. You know, no, whoa, gone too far, or this isn't showing up. Like it's just gonna do its job. And I love that. I don't use the other end of this. I believe it's like a powder type doobie. I don't know. I don't use that. I think the Aquasurance looks nice. I've been using the L'Oreal powder foundation as a finishing powder. I like them both. I think they're both really good. They're both drugstore, so you can't go wrong either way, except I do think the L'Oreal one smells better if you like perfumey makeup, which I do. All right, I guess that's it. I'm done yammering at you. You know when YouTubers say, I hope that made some sense. I don't remember what I was yammering about. It's true. I was yammering and focused on doing other things, so I literally have no idea if any of that made any sense. So hopefully it did. If not, hey, leave it in the comment section. We can laugh at my idiocy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I super appreciate you being here. Be good and remember to be kind to you.